Got to make a decision what you're gonna do with them.
Well, I'm trying to have counsel with him if we ever get him on the phone. Try to counsel the brother, but we can't never. I can't never get the brother on the phone. I get on the phone the other day when you called. He hurried up and got off that thing. So it was like
Do something up his sleeve.
you said. You think it's something up his sleeve?
He knew something was up his sleeve.
Oh yeah, yeah. He did act like he been trying like ducking a conversation. But that don't make no sense. We brothers. I ain't gonna do nothing but what's for your good. I mean, if I tell you about yourself, it ain't like I'm telling you no lie. You know? So I don't know. What time is it? How much time we got before it's time to start up?
8:10 right now.
2 more minutes. I ain't gonna hold up for a lot of people. I'm gonna run through it and get this out the way. I don't know how many laws I think I can go through. I'm gonna try to go through at least 7, but we gotta push this back to like 5. Let me make sure I got it recorded because I recorded the other day and didn't record. Let me make sure I got it recorded. Yeah, it's recorded.
Man, you getting my chores today.
You getting on your chores? Man, I ain't got no reading today. I got a couple of precepts, but that's it all. And the little bit of laws I was doing before, but as far as my reading, I haven't got no reading in. I got out early.
Shalom, Queen Kali, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Shamata.
Shalom King, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Shamatha. What's good with you? Let's see. I ain't been on the debate thing in a while. I know them damn Jewish people happy as hell. That boy
12 after.
12 after? Okay. It's something. I'm gonna get on this debate after. Shazak put some stuff out. All right, 12 after. Let's get into let's see that's how many laws we can run through. That's how many laws we can run through. First law. It's the laws, the prophets, and the law in the New Testament. It's the first law, Exodus 20:2. I am Yahweh, thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Precepts for that is Exodus 13:3. And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which he came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage, by the strength of hand. Yahweh brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. Deuteronomy 5:6.
I am Yahweh, thy Elohim, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
Come. Let's get it in the prophets. Go to Jeremiah 23:7. Read it 23:7 and 8.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 7. Therefore, behold, the days come, says Yahweh, that they shall no more say that Yahweh liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
That's the new covenant. Give me Jeremiah 31 and 8. That's the prophecy of him of the Most High delivering us again. And
Jeremiah 31:8.
Yeah, it's a lot of other precepts you could put on there, like we gonna see his face. Like last time we didn't see his face because we was too scared, but this time we're gonna see his face. That's in Revelation, but we ain't gonna go into all those precepts. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and will gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman and with child, and her that traveleth with child together. Travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither.
That's the new. That's also the same thing. That's us being delivered. That's the second deliverance. Give me Isaiah.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatam. How you feeling, bro?
Yahweh Shabbarakatam. I'm good. So what's Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatam. So what is the North Country?
What is the North Country? You want to get some precepts on the North Country?
I was just having a conversation about it because Jeremiah chapter 13 say the same thing.
Jeremiah 13. Where you want to go in Jeremiah 13? Jeremiah 13 and what?
Let's read it. Hold on. Jeremiah 13. Was it 13? No, 13. Well,
say that again. You went out for a minute.
It's Jeremiah 16 and 15.
16, 15.
So, okay, let's get it. Jeremiah 16, 15. So 16 gonna give you the answer, but go ahead. You gonna read it?
Oh, okay, sure. You got it, yo?
Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatam.
Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatam.
I got it. But the Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. Verse 16. Go ahead.
So when I think of the land of the north, I think of Egypt. And you know, Egypt is synonymous with the house of bondage. So, and we know all prophecies twain. So I can see North America being a part of that as well. Though it's not, I don't think he specifically is calling North America
the North
the land of the North. I just was curious to see what your take on it was.
The land of the North or the North Country? The North.
Those are two different things?
Yeah. Yeah, because he also.
What are they?
Huh?
What are they both?
Are they both?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's get some precepts on the north, on the land of the north. Land of the north. Let's get some precepts on it, and we'll find out. So give me Jeremiah 3 and 18.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 18.
Bring it up.
In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel.
And
they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
Okay, so here was the North Country.
So what's the name of it?
I'm sorry?
He said out of the land, not the country.
Yeah, out the land of the north. So in here, what is this talking about? It's talking about Judah coming out of there.
It said Judah and Israel.
Yeah. So Judah, and because they're what? Oppressed together. Judah and Israel is oppressed together, right?
Well, at the time of Jeremiah, Judah was oppressed in Babylon, and Israel was getting over the Assyrian and Northern Kingdom was getting over the Assyrian captivity.
When did they come out of the when did they come out of captivity?
In the year of Hoshea the king.
No, when did they come out of captivity? When was they given liberty?
I don't know what year that was.
Do you know what time frame, or do you know a scripture or something?
Like, yeah, I mean that's 2nd Ezra 13:40 on down.
No. So when it came out is when we came out of the Babylonian captivity. So what happened was they went into the Syrian captivity. Babylon did what? Conquered Assyria. So they went through the Assyrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, the Persian Mede captivity. They got free, or they was set loose by Cyrus. At the same time we was set loose. So that's when you read. That's when they took that counsel amongst themselves. It was after.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let's go on to so the when it's talking about the North Country. In this sense, what is it talking about? So in Isaiah 10, I think it's verse 4. When it's, hey, yo, grab Isaiah 10. Hold on, I got a Bible right here.
I got it. You said 10:4?
I think it's in verse 4 when it's talking about the Syrian. So
without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners.
Start at verse 3.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
I think he went verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Say, you want me to read 5 or you want me to read 3?
Read 3. You can read 3 all the way down to 5.
Come. And what will ye do in the day of visitation?
So what day is this talking about, this visitation? This the day. This the day. This the day of the Lord. Keep reading.
Yeah.
And in the desolation which shall come from far.
Mm-hmm.
To whom will ye flee for help?
Mm-hmm.
And where will ye leave your glory?
Mm-hmm. So if this talking about the day of the Lord, is he really talking about Assyria, or is this a similitude? What would you think?
I think it's both.
Keep reading.
Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall fall under the slain.
Mm-hmm.
For all this, his anger is not turned away.
Who's his anger not turned away from?
From Israel.
Read.
But his hand is stretched out still.
Mm-hmm. Meaning he's still out here helping us. Keep reading.
O Assyrian.
O Assyrian.
The rod of my anger.
Do you think the Syrian is the rod of his anger today? Or is a Syrian just a similitude?
Not today, but in this scripture he was talking about Assyria.
So in that time, Assyrian was what? In rulership. So who is in rulership? Who did the Most High put in rulership? Job.
He put the Assyrians in rulership. Job
9:24. Who did he put in?
The wicked.
The wicked. So the wicked of that time was Assyria. But all unrighteous landlords, because that's all they are, landlords, because the Most High set you up and he takes you down. So in that time, it was Assyria. He took them down. Who is the landlord today? Who?
America.
America.
Esau.
Yeah, it's the Edomites. So when he say, my judgments is like unto a ring. So these judgments got to come past. So in that day, it was talking about the Syrian. But in this day, it's talking about what?
America. So, but what I'm dealing with is what's the land of the north is
America.
In the scripture.
So, who was that?
It's the house. So it's the house of bondage, like I thought. Remember, if you read that scripture that you started off with, which was Jeremiah, 31 something? What was it? No, you started off by.
I don't think I went to Jeremiah. I went to Isaiah, I believe.
No, you
Yeah, when you started off, you did Jeremiah.
Oh, Jeremiah 31:8. Jeremiah 31:8.
You did Jeremiah 23, 7 and 8, 31 and 8.
Yeah, 31 and 8. That's what you're talking
You
about?
brought out 16, 15, 16.
I think it might be 23 and 1 yours?
23 and 7.
23 and 8, 3 and 23, 23, 7 and 8.
The North Country.
Okay, hope the days coming more. Yeah, you see when it says he brought you out of the land of Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
but Yahweh liveth, which brought you up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Uh-huh.
That I was saying was literal Egypt. However, it's spiritual Babylon today.
I would say it's America.
But that's what America is, spiritual Babylon.
Yeah. That's Revelations 11 and 8, spiritually called Egypt. It's not really, Egypt and Sodom and Egypt, but it's a mystery Babylon. That's Isaiah 47. It's mystery Babylon. Okay.
So yeah, that's all I was trying to get to, because I was seeing it seemed like we arriving at the same location. I was trying to determine what the land of the north was and what is the north country. And here in Jeremiah 23, 7 and 8, it's specifically talking about Egypt. But spiritually, we know that Egypt is the house of bondage, and America today is the house of bondage.
Okay, so when you read,
Also, he had
go ahead.
Also, he had Jeremiah 31, 8. If you want to write that down too, as a precept.
Well, the best precept to show you is the one you just brought out in Jeremiah 16. Read that. Read that again.
Hold tight. Shalom, Abba, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah.
That's Ahmad.
Shalom, Ahmad, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah. A bun on that too. All praise.
Come,
Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Shemaratah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 15.
Start at 14.
14 of Jeremiah 16.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, behold, the days come, says
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh, that it shall no more be said.
It should be what?
That it shall no more be said.
It's no more going to be said. Read.
The Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Read.
But Yahweh liveth,
Mm-hmm.
that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
So it's showing you a separation. It's not talking about which comes. So this is going into the second deliverance. When it's talking about the land of the north, it's specifically talking about America and all the other countries. It's not talking about going back. The land of the, so that's 14 gives you a separation. It's telling you, I don't know if you see it. Read that part again in 14.
I didn't know.
Now go ahead.
I said no. I don't. I still. So I still see it as him saying the land of Egypt, and then he's going to further emphasize in 15. He says, "But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." And then he goes on to say, "And from all of the places from which he scattered thee." So it's like the land of the north. I don't think it can just be North America, because isn't Babylon north of Israel? And they're not yet, and they're in Babylon now at that time? Well,
So
I mean, I know it's not a physical, I know it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical location, but what I'm saying is you have the land of the north.
So let's get all the names of the north.
Synonymous with the house of bondage.
Let's go.
You have the land of Egypt, which is synonymous with the house of bondage. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nah, it's cool. I thought you had stopped for a minute. It was a little break, but then I started talking. So that was my fault. But let's go through all the North Country precepts. If you put North Country or land of the North in your which comment, you get all the precepts. You're gonna be like, So it's gonna make clear. So to me, Jeremiah 16-14 is when he say no longer. So he's making a separation.
Hold tight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who all using their phones? They search about or the KJVA on their phone. If you use it on your phone, it give you 13 results for the land of the north. So if you go for when you want to put the North Country, get that one. You already see how much you get.
North Country?
Yeah.
I ain't using my phone, but hold on.
No.
I can put it in my phone. North. You want me to put what in there?
North Country.
North Country.
Yeah.
North Country has I will use the slow phone. Hey, this is the one I always be using when we be out teaching. I be trying to bring up a vowel. I be like, dang, this phone don't never work. This one got 8. North Country is 8. Jeremiah 6:22, Jeremiah 10:22, Jeremiah 23:8, Jeremiah 31:8.
And you got 13 for the land of the north.
Mm-hmm.
You got Psalms 107:3.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to write that down, Mayakla. Isaiah 49:12. Jeremiah 1:14. Jeremiah 3:18. Jeremiah 6:15. Jeremiah 23:8. Jeremiah 25:9. Jeremiah 47:2. Jeremiah 50:3. Ezekiel 46:9. And Ezekiel 47:15.
Let's look at
Last one would be Joel 2:20.
Let's look at that one in Jeremiah 50:3. Because when you go down 50:3, is I think it's in 50:9. Hold on, let me.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 3. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her.
It's what? It's come up a nation. So this is Jeremiah. Babylon was already established.
Which shall make her land desolate.
So this is a future prophecy this is talking about. Keep on reading.
And none shall dwell therein.
We not in the land no more.
They shall remove. They shall depart, both man and beast.
Drop down to verse 9.
Verse 9 of Jeremiah chapter 50. For lo, I will raise a cause to come up against Babylon.
Now this is not Babylon the Great. This is mystery Babylon. But you gotta have the discernment to understand that.
And a symbol of great nation. A simile of great nation.
That's
from
NATO.
The North country.
That's NATO.
From the North country, and they shall set themselves in a raid against her. From thence then she shall be taken. There her arrow shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
None of those. What arrows he's talking about not gonna come back in vain?
Salakia. So are you talking about the land of the north being in general, the land of the Edomites?
You can look at it like that.
Because that's who we see, northern of Israel. And
So
that's basically who came to power.
it's not really talking. It's not really talking about north of Israel. It's mainly talking about. So when you read North Country or the land of the North in the scriptures, it's mostly talking about America. It's talking about North America. The way you know that is because I think it's Jeremiah 3. Jeremiah 3:18. It's going to tell you specifically it's coming to get Judah. Where Judah at today?
But who got Judah?
America.
Yeah, but before America necessarily got Judah, you had people in Europe that was getting our people. So they would still be considered the land of the north if you're looking at it from people that's navigating or looking at a navigational system from Israel.
Okay.
All of Europe would be considered the land of the north.
So every time when you see this land of the north, what is it talking about? It's talking about deliverance and judgment. It's not talking about, they spent time here. It's talking about Israel being delivered from a certain place.
Come. So as we go back with Jeremiah 23:7-8, this will be the precept to that, as Yahweh was saying in Jeremiah 3:18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. They go, you're walking again, Mayakla? And they shall come together out of the land of the north, to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers.
Link that up with the precept, Jeremiah 50. Is it 50:3 when it said they are pressed together?
Yeah, we just read that wrong.
Okay, yeah.
I read it again.
Yeah.
I read it again.
So well, you ain't got to read it again. So now we just got to use our mind. Where is the children of Judah and the children of Israel oppressed together at? Are we oppressed together in
Australia
or Syria? Yeah, or Syria? Nah, we're oppressed together here in the land of the north, which is North America. Y'all see it?
Yeah, but that could also say our people that are in France, our people that's in the
Give me
UK,
a precept. Give me a precept where Israel is over there being oppressed together.
Israel is we literally scattered to the four corners of the earth.
Judah is scattered to the four corners of the earth. Israel came over into this land together, the 10 tribes. That's 2nd Ezra 13. So you don't have Israel scattered through the four corners. You got Judah. That's going into Lamentations 1-3. Judah has gone into captivity.
They took the northern kingdom when the conquistadors came, and they took them and brought them slaves into Europe.
It's a few.
Into Europe.
It's a few. It's a few. It is a few. But for the most part,
and then later they migrated to Europe on their own.
Yeah, I lost you. I can't hear you.
I said then they migrated to.
Can y'all hear?
Very low.
Is it my phone?
It's him. I think he walked away from the phone a little bit.
I didn't. I got close. I got closer to the phone.
We hear you better now.
We hear you now.
I was saying they migrated to Europe on their own later and were treated as second-class citizens in Europe.
Yo, but okay, look. So this scripture here, when it's talking about the North, it's talking about North America. It's not talking about like you're not gonna find no precepts, showing you that even though we know Israel is scattered. Like we got the Uyghurs out there in China. It's not talking about China. This not talking about Syria. This is talking about the land of the north, where they are oppressed together. The majority of Israel is in the land of the north. That's 2 Ezra 13. Judah is in America. We know it from the precepts of Genesis 49 and 8 on down.
As well as Deuteronomy.
Yeah. So this is not talking about like this. So if you go into Mystery Babylon, you telling me Mystery Babylon is Assyria or it's Iraq?
No. So Mystery Babylon is multiple different places. Now America would be the forerunner right now, but before America was, it came from, they got all their ideology, you know, their whole structure from Europe. So Europe would also be considered Babylon as well, because Europe is what birthed America.
So Great Britain, that's the seventh, but then America, which is the eighth, comes from the seventh. If you go into the Revelation prophecy.
That's the seven. What do you call it? The seven market.
So if
The Ten Commandments.
if the scripture is talking about us leaving, if it's talking about the northern countries doing all these things, are they literally just talking about America, or are they talking about America and our allies, which many of our allies were European nations, who just so happen to be up north, who just so happen to be people that are in power, people who are wicked, Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Seeing to me like all that would be, you know, hand to hand. They would go hand in hand. But America, I do agree with what you're saying, that they would be, you know, the forerunner, because they are the superpower.
So what was that precept y'all just put out when he said we was gonna be walking? What is he talking about? We was gonna be walking. It's a precept in Isaiah that's saying how we gonna be delivered. Anybody know that precept? How will we gonna get back to the promised land? Go to Isaiah 11.
Yeah, I read on that 11.
I think it's like 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there.
You probably can read from 11.
From verse 11. And it shall come to pass the day of the Lord that he should say, read from 11:11.
God. And it should come, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 11. And it should come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time.
The second deliverance.
Second time to recover the remembrance of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up a sign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah.
Judah's from the four corners.
Four corners of the earth. So that's the nation that he was saying they were spreading to the four corners of the earth.
Dropped it.
No, but then read verse 13.
Right?
The four
Read
corners
verse
of the
13.
earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart.
Depart.
Shall depart. And the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Keep reading. Go to 15.
Verse 14.
Go ahead.
15?
Go ahead. Read 14. Read 14 and 15. 15 the point.
This is the book of Isaiah
16
11:14. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together.
They're going to do what?
They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hands upon Edom and Moab. And the children of Ammon
shall obey
them.
Verse 15. This is the point. 15 to 16 the point. Read.
And Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea.
Mm-hmm.
And with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry sod.
What do that mean?
Hey, across the Red
They're
Sea.
gonna walk. So in this time, where they gonna be walking from? From America, dry shod. Read verse 16, because that's the highway.
And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people. What shall be left from Assyria, like it was to Israel, in the day that he came out of the land of Egypt.
There you go. So all those names are just similitudes. I mean, I don't see the issue about understanding the similitudes. That's Hosea 12:10. Most High use similitudes. So when it's saying the land of the north, it's talking about North America. That's where Judah at. Judah is here. This awakening started here. It didn't start over in ancient Egypt. In fact, there's a precept that tell you it's not that. You remember that precept, y'all? What's that? Exodus 23:14? Is that the right one?
Yeah, I believe that it is. We brought that out earlier.
Exodus
23:14. Give me a second.
So let me ask you something. There's an old saying. There's an old saying saying that the sun would not fall, or the sun would not something on the empire of Britain. In other words, saying that the British Empire was so vast and it covered so much territory that the sun couldn't possibly shine in every territory.
Yeah.
Would you look at every area as being the land of Britain that they are under control?
Say that one more time.
Would you look at every area that is controlled by Britain as being the land of Britain, even though it's not the main land or it's not the actual place? Just like how Rome actually conquered 2/3 of the world, but it wasn't actually Rome, but it's Roman territory.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we looking at Europe as a whole, America came out of Europe.
That's
Europe as a whole, including America, conquered the majority of the world. So everywhere that every territory that's under their control, I would say is the land of the North.
So
because they controlled by the North.
So will men ever live in Europe again?
Well, who?
So the land of the North is gonna be a perpetual desolation. Will people live in Europe?
People living in Europe now.
No, I'm talking about in the kingdom.
Will people live in Europe again?
Yeah, in the kingdom.
And that controlled mass of land.
Yeah.
So they live in Europe now, what I'm saying, like we live in America right now.
Okay, so in the kingdom, will people be living in America anymore?
No.
It's gonna be a desolation.
Right.
So the North country is gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, that's why he tells us to flee.
It's North America. Yeah, that's why I say ho. Was that I'm glad you said that. Was that Zechariah 2:6? Where it says ho, flee from the land of the north or something. I can't quote it no more. That's Zechariah 2:6.
That was one of the ones. Yeah.
That one ho. Before you get that, I gave you the wrong precept. It's Exodus 14:13, showing you it's not.
I'm great. Say
Exodus 14:13. We not going to see ancient Egypt again. I read a precept.
I'm already there. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. Stand still and see the salvation of Yahweh, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today,
well, we was in ancient Egypt. Read.
Ye shall see them again no more.
So we know it's not talking about that. That's not what it's talking about. You got to go by every word that the Most High uttered out of his mouth. You can't say, well, this may be talking about that, or this may be talking about that.
No, I don't. I didn't say it may be talking. I said when Jeremiah wrote, and I say that was the 23rd chapter that we read. Brought you out from the land of Egypt, and then he goes on and says that he brought you from the north country. And all I'm simply saying is that the north country is synonymous with the house of bondage, Egypt. Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. That's all. That's the point that I'm trying to make. That wherever Israel is in bondage, this is the north country. That was my thesis. So I don't dispute that. North America is the preeminent or the forerunner, the foremost of all of them. But all I'm saying is when I read north country, I'm reading that is synonymous with the house of bondage.
Come.
Yeah,
So he clearly stated it, and also in Exodus, that he would be scattered abroad to the four corners of the earth. But we know Israel was not scattered to the four corners of the earth as Judah was. So the scripture that he bringing out here in Zechariah chapter 2, verse 6. Ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, says Yahweh. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, says Yahweh. Read 7.
You can.
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
Who's Zion? Who's Zion?
Deliver thyself, O Zion. That's it. That's the nation of Israel.
Nah.
Zion is not the nation of Israel.
Nah.
He'll show you a precept. I'm going to read it all the way out.
Well, what is Zion?
2 Samuel 5, I think it's 9. Look at 2 Samuel 5 and 9.
Are you saying Zion is just Judah?
I'm gonna let the scripture tell you.
I'm okay.
Yeah, that's what he said. I answered it for you, but I didn't really speak over it. Yeah, that's what the scripture says, that Zion. All right, verse 7 of Zechariah chapter 2. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwelleth with the daughters of Babylon. Ooh. For thus says Yahweh of hosts, after the glory he hath sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. Ow. You got it? 2 Samuel?
Is it 2 Samuel or is it 1 Samuel? I can't remember that precept back. It's one of the Samuel. Let me see. It's the one that says the city of David, which is Zion. Put that in your search bar. It's either 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. It was it 1 Samuel 5 and 9? 2 Samuel 5 and 9. It's one of the Samuels.
Hold on. Let's go back. 1 Samuel 5, 9, you said?
Yeah, it's one of the Samuels. I think it's 5 and 9.
All right, this is 5:9, 1 Samuel 5:9, and it was so that after they had carried it about.
That's not it.
Okay, you said 7:9. 1 Samuel 7:9. And Samuel took a suckling lamb and offered it for a burnt offering. No, that ain't it. We'll go to 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel 5:9.
Hold on, let me just look at it on my phone.
So David dwelt in the fort and called it the city of David.
There you go.
And David built round about the million and inward.
2 Samuel 5 and 7. I said 5 and 9. It's 5 and 7. I knew it was somewhere around there. 2 Samuel 5 and 7.
Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion.
Mm-hmm.
The same as the city of David.
What is Zion? The city of David. What is the city of David? That's Jerusalem. That's Jerusalem. Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Who dwelt there? Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. I'm gonna give you the precept to show it to you, to prove it. Give me Isaiah 3 and 16. Give me Isaiah 3:16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16.
Read.
Moreover, the Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion
The
are
who?
haughty.
The who?
The daughters of Zion are haughty.
Okay, I'm saying the daughters of Zion is not all of Israel. It's Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Keep reading.
And walk with stretched forth lips. And one-tongue eyes.
Read.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Read.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
Read.
Therefore, the Yahweh will smite with a scalp the crown of his head.
He's going to do what to them? The daughters of Zion?
Smite with a scab the crown of the head.
Meaning they're going to be bald-headed. You ever seen a bald-headed Issachar? A bald-headed Ephraim? A bald-headed Gad? Nah, but you see that in the daughters of Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Which 2 Samuel just told you, Zion is the city of David. So that's Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. Who got that? Who got that curse? It ain't no.
I ain't never seen no Mexican with a woman with a boy head.
Hey, that's Zion.
I have, but I know it's not a common thing though.
God. Even some of our sisters that's in the Southern Kingdom wear their hair low because of cancer and stuff. But that's on a big norm now. You got more women with short haircuts than guys now.
Let's get the other precept in to show you the city of David is Zion. That's 2 Chronicles 5:2. 1 Chronicles 11:5.
Hold tight. I got 5:2. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 5, verse 2. I'll wait till everybody get there. Give me con if everybody there if y'all following. You there, Yaakov?
No.
All right, this is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 5, verse 2. Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers of the children of Israel, unto Jerusalem to break up the ark of the covenant of Yahweh out of the city of David.
Out of where?
Out of the city of David.
Which is Jerusalem.
Which is Zion.
That's Zion. It's going to tell you the same thing, 1 Chronicles. All through the Bible, it's going to tell you Zion is the city of David. That's why it's certain curses on Zion that's not on, which kind? Zion is Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. It's the Jews. We got that?
Sure.
All right, where was we at? We still on the first law?
All right, you was about to go in too. Hold on, let me go back.
We got any questions on any matters? We make sure everybody got understanding. Like, questions the best thing you can do. You get understanding by asking questions. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello? 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 Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? Y'all can hear me? My bad. Somebody called my phone. Somebody forgot I had class.
I can't get video, but I got audio.
Oh, I ain't got my video on yet. Okay, there we go. All right. Where was we at? We was checking any questions?
I was saying, I don't know if y'all heard me. We never did the New Testament precept for the first law.
Yeah.
We never got the New Testament.
Okay.
Did Yoa get back on yet? I got kicked out.
Yeah, I had to, so when somebody called me, yeah, I see you online, I'm him. I don't know. He invited. Hello. He'll get back in whenever, I guess. All right, let's get the New Testament laws. The New Testament, or that first. The New Testament. Where's that at in the New Testament? Did we finish all the prophets? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Y'all get me? Okay. Did we ever show all the ones in the prophets for the new law? We ever get that first king? That there's only one God?
I only got Jeremiah 23:7-8 and Jeremiah 31:8 for the prophets.
Sure. You got Isaiah 4. Okay, put Isaiah 43:5, Isaiah 43:6. I'll read them. This Isaiah 43:5. Fear not.
Got it back up.
Yeah. Isaiah 43:5 and 6.
Isaiah.
Go ahead, you got it.
Bear with me for a second. I gotta put my 4 eyes back on.
Hey, I feel you, bro. I will too.
Isaiah 43:5. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 5. Fear not, for I am with thee, and I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. Verse 6, I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
Why he say that about the north and the south, but didn't say that about the east or the west? North America, South America. Jeremiah 50. They oppressed with that. Jeremiah 50:33. The children were oppressed together, I think. I think that's the precept.
Yeah, we read that earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Get it in the New Testament. John 3:33.
John 3:33. This is the book of St. John, chapter 3, verse 33. He that receiveth his testimony have set to his seal that Yahweh is true.
There you go. That there's only one power. That Yahweh is true. That's a seal. That's that mark he gonna put on us.
Come.
Give me John 17:2. You can read 2 and 3.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 17, verse 2. Written in red, as thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they may know thee, the only true Elohim, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai Mashiach, whom thou hast sent.
There we go. There's only one God, Yahweh. Give me that one in Luke 21:24.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentile, until the times of the Gentile be fulfilled.
So the reason why I put this one, so people can ask, because all the questions that was asked, to let you know, it's not the deliverance from Egypt. It's the deliverance. It's the second deliverance, which starts the new covenant. That's this deliverance. And that deliverance only take place until the times of the Gentile be fulfilled. Then the second deliverance. That's when we're going to come out of this mystery Babylon. All right, let's go to law 2. We may only can do 3 laws a day. unless brothers is willing to go all night. Law 2, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 20:3.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Come on. Give me the same one in Deuteronomy 6:14.
Deuteronomy what?
6:14.
6:14.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, ye shall not go after other gods,
Mm-hmm.
other gods of the people which are round about you.
Mm-hmm. Give me that one in Deuteronomy 13:6.
Deuteronomy 13:6.
Mm-hmm. Read 6 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 6.
6 and 7.
Come. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom,
Mm-hmm.
or thy friend, which
Mhm.
is as thy own soul,
Mm-hmm.
entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers,
Mm-hmm.
namely of the gods of the people which are round about you,
Mm-hmm.
nigh unto thee, or far off from thee,
Mm-hmm.
from the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
If you want to read 8, I didn't put 8 into the thing, but if you want to read it.
Thou shalt not consist unto him, nor hearken
Consent.
unto him.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall thy eye be pity him.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him.
Mm-hmm.
No, we said one ends of the earth to the other. That's where we were scattered, right?
Mm-hmm. Everything that happened to us today is in the law. Everything that happened. Us being scattered, in the law. The Hamashiach dying, in the law. Us being delivered, everything's in the law. That's why you say declaring the beginning. I mean, declaring the ending from the beginning. Everything's in the law. Let's get the prophets. 1 Kings 18:40. Then 2 Kings 17:35.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 40. And it reads, and Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal,
Mm-hmm.
let not one of them escape.
Mm-hmm.
And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.
And they what? Slew them
there.
That's what we do to other gods. I mean, to the people following other gods. Give me that in 2 Kings 17:35.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 35. With whom the Yahweh had made a covenant.
Israel.
And charged them.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, ye shall not fear other gods, nor bow yourselves to them,
Mm-hmm.
nor serve them, nor sacrifice to them.
God. Jeremiah 11:10.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
They are turned back to their iniquities of their forefathers,
Mm-hmm.
which refused to hear my words.
Mm-hmm.
And they went after other gods to serve them.
Mm-hmm.
The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I made with their fathers.
Come. Same thing again. Jeremiah 25:6.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 25, verse 6. And go not after other gods to serve them,
Mm-hmm.
and to worship them,
Mm-hmm.
and provoke me not to anger
Mm-hmm.
with the works of your hands, and I will do you no harm, no hurt.
Come.
Like it.
All right. Where we get these at in the New Testament? We've been through the New Testament. Anybody remember Yahweh Shai telling we should only serve the Most High and Him only?
Matthew chapter 4.
Mm-hmm. And what? And 10. Matthew 4 and 10, Luke 4 and 8.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 4, verse 10. Then says Yahweh unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship Yahweh thy Elohim, and him only thou shalt serve. You said Luke what?
4 and 8. I do remember both of them is in Luke. He's saying the same thing in Luke 4 as he's saying Matthew 4.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 4, verse 8. And Yahweh answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Yahweh, thy Elohim, and him alone shalt thou serve.
Him alone shall be served. You can't serve other gods. That's part of the covenant, Deuteronomy 27. Let's go to, we're on the third law. Let's get the third law out the way. Exodus 20 and 7.
Is it Exodus 22, 7? 22, 27?
Exodus 20 and 7.
Exodus 20, I got it wrong. All right, Exodus 20 and 7.
What you got? Exodus 22 and 7,
20, yeah. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 7.
I don't even know what 22, 7.
Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh thy Elohim in vain.
Oh, yeah, the key.
For the Yahweh will not hold him guiltiness that taketh his name in vain.
God. We need some precepts for that. Anybody got any precepts? Exodus 22, 28.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 28.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt not revile the God, nor curse the ruler of thy people.
That's taking his name in vain.
You say that's a precept for the other witchcraft?
For taking the name of the Lord in vain? Yeah.
Nah,
That's that.
and the other precept, thou shalt not revile the gods. And what's the rest of that verse?
Nor curse the ruler of thy people.
Okay. So I guess that could be applied to that, but it seems to me like what they're talking about are the people that are set above you as far as like governors, you know, as far as princes, and those would be the powers, because they said the little g. So it seems like they're specifically talking about that, the rulers of your people, like Pharisees, you know, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Don't seem like they're necessarily talking about the almighty power.
Come. You are exactly right. So when we bring the precepts out, you'll see it. That's why I say, the rule of thy people. All right, get the other one in another precept. So all the precepts are coming out the Torah. Then we'll get the prophets, and then we get the witch count. So all these precepts will come out the Torah. Give me that one in Leviticus 19 and 12.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 12. You hear me okay, Op?
Come.
And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy Elohim. I am Yahweh.
Come. Give me Deuteronomy 5 and 11.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 11. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahweh, thy Elohim, in vain. For Yahweh will not hold him guiltiness that taketh his name in vain.
God, same thing Exodus 20 and 7 say. Remember, Deuteronomy 5, Exodus 20, same thing. All right, let's get it from the prophets. Let's, chiefdom keep hitting me about something. Curse not, Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. My bad.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10, verse 20. Curse not the king. No, not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. For a bird of the air shall carry the voice. Wow. You know what that bird is, right? And that which hath wings shall tell the matter.
Give me 2 Samuel That's what you was talking about, Ahmad. That's what, yeah, you right on point. Get this same thing in 2 Samuel 19:21.
This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 19, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
But Abishua, the son of Zeruiah, answered and said, Shall not Shemaiah be put to death for this? Because he cursed Yahweh's anointed.
Anybody know what this is talking about?
They say they got put to death for him.
Yeah, that's precept, right? The other precept that Yoah brought out, revile, that thou shalt not revile the gods.
Who did he curse? Is my question. Do anyone know who he cursed? So you remember when chaos was breaking out for King David, and was this old drunk guy came, was cussing him out, and King David men was like, man, let me go slay his ass. And King David was like, nah, don't slay him. The Lord got him to do this because he already knew what was because King David.
Yeah, it says it in 22.
Oh, read it.
All right. 2 Samuel 19, verse 22. And David said, What have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah, that ye should do this day? Be adversaries unto me. Shall there any man be put to death this day in Israel? For do not I know that I am this day the king over Israel? Wow.
So
therefore the king of Shemuel, thou shalt not die, and the king swear unto him. Correct?
So it's explaining what had happened. But what had happened is a couple of chapters back. It's like in chapter 16. It's like 2 Samuel 16 toward the very top, like with the first couple of verses in 2 Samuel 16. But this was so the reason why David spared him, which I'm going off topic. Well, we ain't got going into all that. But anyway, it's a law not to curse the king or the anointed or the Most High or his son. You gotta. I just we know not to do that, but evidently people do it, and we probably heard people say F that or F. We done heard people say that. Give me that Jonah in Job 2:9. I ain't gonna get into that one in 2 Samuel 16. Brothers can read on that, or brothers want to read.
The lock here. So that's kind of why David wouldn't touch Saul when he had the opportunity, right? Touch not my anointed.
Touch not my anointed. David kept the law. Come on, you can't So did you know? So I don't know if brothers really read how much y'all really read the Bible. Do y'all know what Saul did to King David?
He tried to kill him. He threw like a
Before that,
hear that.
He kidnapped King David. Where's that precept at? I can't think where that at. I can't think where it's at. I want to say 1 Samuel. So hold on, let me see. Saul prevented. And King David never did anything to him. From returning home. So
when he brought out of Job, you want to go ahead and break that out first?
Yeah, bring out that Job 2:9, and I found this precept. That precept is in 1 Samuel 24.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse Elohim and die.
That's what she told Job to do. So when you get this John at 1 Samuel 24, it's at the very top. And it came to pass, let me see, where is that? Verse 2. 1 Samuel 1.
Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men.
No, that's not it.
Israel.
That's not it. And then came, she goes, wouldn't let David return home to his father. David spares. Oh, that's David sparing Saul's life. Let me find this precept real quick. I don't know why I can't think of that precept. Saul.
Might be verse 7. Hold on, verse 6. 1 Samuel 24, verse 6. And he said unto his men, Yahweh forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. The Yahweh was anointed to stretch forth my hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of Yahweh.
Yeah, that's David not putting hands on Saul.
Come. So David stayed his servants with these words and suffered them not to rise against Saul. But Saul rose up out of the cave and went on his way. Damn.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I see what you're saying, though. You know how it's linking up to the revile not the gods of your revile not the gods and the rulers of your people. Yeah.
So it's 1 Samuel 17. When you read 1 Samuel 17, that's when you're gonna find out that Saul actually. So I don't know if anybody ever seen that movie Dracula, when the new Dracula, the one with what's that boy name? I can't think of that white boy name. But anyway, the dude, he was fighting for the Sultan, and the Sultan kidnapped him and made him fight in his army. This is what they got that from. They got that out the Bible. So if you go to 1 Samuel 17 and verse 15, it said, but David went and returned to Saul. And hold up, that ain't it. Dang, I can't find where that's at. But Saul actually kidnapped David, and he never returned to the house of his father. He never returned.
Let me help you.
Talking about when he was supposed to be his armor bearer, because
Yeah.
I do recall him going there, but I thought that Saul requested that he stay there because he was fond of him.
Where it says in the, I don't know why I just didn't do it on my Bible app. He prevented him. He prevented him from returning. Prevent. In the sorrow capacity, he prevented me from the day of calamity. I'm about to find out another time.
Should be 18:20.
It's chapter 18:20. I don't know why I can't.
1 Samuel.
1 Samuel 18:20.
Let me try that.
So in my Bible, it's titled Saul sends for David. So it might be around the 31st verse, what you're talking about. But all this says is still dealing with what happened between David fighting Goliath, but it's a separate account. This was before. This was after he had slew David. There's an account of him staying with Saul because Saul requested him to stay with him because he was fond of him. You know what I'm saying? And he became the armor bearer. That's the only other account I know.
When he kidnapped David. Yeah, I can't.
We're in 1 Samuel 18, verse 24. And the servants of Saul told him, saying, "Oh, this manner spake David." And Saul said, Thus shall y'all say to David, the king desires not any dowry, but any foreskin of the Philistines.
That's not it.
The king's enemy. Okay, hold on. David to fall by the hand of the Philistines. Okay.
I'm about to find out another time. I got to go back to
I thought it was in 18.
I thought it was early in Samuel.
So,
or was it in Chronicles that I read that in?
Because the only ones I got John 15, 13, and 15. And I think that's what mostly 1 Samuel 24. Oh no. All right, You finished with the law class, or you gonna do the last law?
Y'all want to do the last one? Oh yeah, let's do the last one. No, you gotta get the New Testament, the second one. Let's get the New Testament. So what you do, Job last. So in the New Testament, get where's it at in the New Testament? You can't, you know. Let me just get to you.
Take the Lord's name in vain?
Yeah, give me, yeah. Or swear by his name.
Mm-hmm.
Or anything. Give me Matthew 5:33. Read it down to 37. Y'all gonna know the end of it. Y'all gonna remember the end of this one, but you're not gonna think that's where it was.
You said Matthew 5:33?
Yeah, Matthew 5:33.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 5, verse 33. And again, ye had heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself.
That's the law.
But shalt perform unto Yahweh thine oaths.
Mm-hmm.
But I say unto you, swear not at all,
Mm-hmm.
neither by heaven, for it is Yahweh's throne,
Mm-hmm.
nor by the earth, for it is his footstool,
Mm-hmm.
neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king.
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Come. Give me the one in Acts 23:5.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 23, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then said Paul, I wish not, brethren, that he was the high priest, for it is written, thou shalt not speak evil of the ruler of thy people.
Come. Give me the one in 2 Peter 2:10.
Peter 2:10. 2 Peter 2:10. I got stuck on that one when I read that one. 2 Peter 2:10. And it reads, but chiefly them that walk after the flesh in the lust of uncleanness,
Mm-hmm.
and despise government.
Mm-hmm.
Presumptuousness are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities.
Dignities, yeah. Meaning these people speak bad about mighty men. Man, that nigga ain't shit. So this is the law being explained in the New Testament. The New Testament explains the law where you can't really have no confusion. So, we can debate about the Old Testament because a lot of things, it just really wasn't clear because the reason why it's not as clear in the Old Testament because we don't walk. So when you walk in the ways that you're supposed to, it'll be clear to you. That's Psalms 1. That's a lot of precepts. But Psalms 111:10 is like one of my favorites to bring out. But it's a bunch of precepts. That's the reason why the Mashiach had to magnify the law because we weren't walking in his ways, and the more we weren't walking in his ways, the less we understood. That's why you see in the New Testament, the Pharisees didn't know what the hell was going on. Where we was taught, the Pharisees knew the law like crazy. But then when you actually read the law and you understand the law, you'll see where the Pharisees didn't understand the law. Be like, nah, ain't no way in the world these Pharisees understood it.
Not to jump topic, but I passed Saturday. We was out prophesying. We had a young Edomite boy came up to us and explained to all the downfall of America why that was going to happen to them. We was like, remember that?
White boy had more knowledge than the average Israelite out here. The white boy he knew COVID-19 was a judgment. He knew the economic. Yeah, white boy knew it. He knew it. We was amazed. We was like, damn, white boy know more than I that's neither here nor there. But that's law school.
Walk per se.
Yeah.
Calm.
But that's law school. It's only three.
Open floor for anybody. Go ahead.
That was only 3 laws. That was only 3 laws. But the understanding is the best way. So I would say the best way to get understanding is go through what the prophet said, like read the law, go through what the prophet say, and then line it up with the New Testament. The New Testament is gonna make it. It should make it clarified. Brother, that clarified or anything. Ask questions. Nothing. The worst question ever to be asked is the one that's not asked. Like, if you got a question, don't feel like, man, are you taking it from nothing? Nah, always get the more. So where's that jump when he say, understand what you pray for? Y'all know that precept I'm talking about? Understand what you're saying.
Oh, I got an idea.
Understand what you pray for. I can't think where that precept is at. 1 Corinthians 4, emphasize both spirits. 1 Corinthians 14:15.
You said 1 Corinthians?
14:15. It's Paul telling you, you gotta understand what you pray for. What is it then? I will pray with the Spirit, but I will pray with understanding also. I will sing with the Spirit. So you gotta start that one up some. You gotta go up. What's that first? Let me get it on the screen. Let me get it in the Bible.
Also, another precept would be Philippians chapter 4, verse 6.
Bring it up.
Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication.
What did that mean?
Let your request be made known unto Yahweh.
What did that mean? Be careful about nothing. Read that again.
Be anxious for nothing.
Nah, don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about nothing. Read it. Read it again. That Philippians.
Be careful for nothing.
Yeah, don't worry about nothing. Read.
But in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your request be made known unto Yahweh.
Meaning, if you want something, you gotta ask for it. Read.
Hold on. Give me a second. Oh man, how did that happen? Verse 7. And the peace of Yahweh, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Mashiach Yahushua.
Okay. Give me that 1 Corinthians 14, start at verse 13.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 13. Wherefore let him that speaketh in an unknown tongue pray that he may interpret.
What did that mean? Unknown tongue. Another language. Yeah. Meaning they speaking in tongues at this time. They keep reading your.
For if I pray in an unknown tongue,
if I pray, like
my
say,
spirit prayeth.
Your spirit prayeth. Read.
But my understanding is unfruitful.
Because you really don't know what was just said. Read.
What is it then? I will pray with the spirit. And I will pray with the understanding also.
Read.
I will sing with the spirit. And I will sing with the understanding also.
Read.
As when thou shalt bless with the spirit, how shall he that occupieth the room of the unlearned say amen at the giving of thanks, seeing he understandeth not what thou sayest.
What is that saying?
He agreeing with everything. He ain't understand no.
Yeah. So
Amen.
So you have a lot of people say, hey man, you gotta do it in this language, or you gotta, but you don't even understand it. it just goes. I mean, hey, scriptures can't be broken. Like you see the same thing being said repeatedly in the Old Testament, the New Testament, which kind. So, brothers, you. I mean, and I'm not big on the Hebrew, but you'll get brothers who will tell you gotta do it in Hebrew. We just see Paul telling you, nah. What good is that? You don't even understand what it's saying. But I ain't trying to knock nobody from the Hebrew. That's on your spirit to learn it. But when you speak, know what you're saying. Ask when you ask for something, understand what you're asking for. You gotta know what you uttering out your mouth, because the Most High is like He listening. It's not like if you out here trying to do right, He hear you. But He wanted, like, you want to show your understanding, saying, I've read all these things and I'm trying to put all these things. And Most High knows we not, but He sees. Okay, He got understanding. He understands this. He understands that. He understands this portion of it. And everything that we understand is what? The things that He gave us, things He breathed into us, things that was taught up through the Hamashiach Yahushua. So anytime you pray, do it with understanding. Know what you asking for. Know what you need, and don't pray for things that's outside the law. I mean, we can do a whole nother class on just that alone. But
I got to pay for that $100 bill, man. What you talking about?
hey, you gotta figure something out. Though. Hey, we know we got Passover coming up. Do we need to figure out any arrangements or anything?
We was pretty much cool with you said on the direction that you're going with. The floor is open to anybody with the brothers. Anybody got anything they want to add or take with it? Amar, you good?
Don't forget to get the lamb tomorrow. You gotta get it on the 10th day.
Come.
Amar, you good?
Come.
What about you, Mayakla? Shalom.
You might have stepped away.
Yeah, King Pete on. What's up, Shalom, Pete?
Man, I ain't seen Pete forever. I gotta go down and see Pete one day.
Okay. I guess Mayakla must have.
I didn't drop off. I was on mute.
Okay,
I was saying, your house camp gonna do something. Well, we looking to do something at my sister's at her house, not her house, but her they got like a little community center over there. So y'all welcome to come out there. I know y'all probably got something going on yourselves, but just wanted to extend invitation.
That's that community center that's in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
What is it, in the front or the back?
I think it's more like in the front, in the middle.
Okay. All right. Oh, praises. I have nothing to add. Y'all ready? You got anything you want to add?
Nah. So we go down. So it's a couple of brothers who want to come down that way. Would it be okay if they come down there? They Israelites, but they not in any camp per se. It's a few brothers. I don't want to drag.
I never met them because it's not my.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I don't want to say yay to it because, my sister's doing it on the strength of the people that I know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say that. Yeah, I don't want to extend an invitation because I don't know them.
Okay. Yeah, it's one brother in particular that you haven't met. He Israelite, but I don't think you met him. You may have met him. You met Kenya?
Who?
Kenya. I don't know if you met Kenya.
He talked to you on the phone.
I talked to him on the telephone, but I never met
You
him.
never met him. Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. But that's all we got for law school. I'm gonna try to find a way to speed law school up, but it's a lot of verses because we also getting the prophets and which kind. But if everybody clear on
One
everything,
of each.
huh?
Maybe just do one of each. One from the Old Testament, one from the prophets, one from the New Testament. Instead of doing 3, 4 from the prophets, then 2 or 3 from the New Testament. One of each.
Do you talking about get one verse from the
Yeah, one reading from each one. From the
Like-
Old Testament, the prophets, then the New Testament.
get the first law, maybe get one precept, then get
Mhm.
then get one prophet and one New Testament. Okay, we can try that.
Yeah.
We can try that. I'm with that.
Come.
Well, if it ain't nothing else, man, I say we gonna give all honors and praise to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem.
Yahweh, Hashem,
Hamashiach,
Hamashiach.
Yahushua,
Mashiach, Yahweh, Baratha,
Kwame Asharella.
Army Asherah. I am Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Wow, man. Enjoy your week.
Oh, wow.
Hey there.
Hey, I catch you at a bad time?
I'm working, but you're good though.
Oh, I'm gonna send you the picture. So this is what broke. I told you I broke that pipe. So I'm ordering that for you now. But that thing broke.
But she said everything was shut off though, right?
Yeah, I got everything shut off. It ain't no gas releasing in the house. So as soon as this piece come in, I'm gonna come and put that piece on. I don't know how they got that piece on there. They had a machine that piece on there because that thing would not come out.
Probably. Well, so the other piece that I got, was that part still needed, the valve?
Yeah. That valve you got is a generic valve, but I'm gonna get a Witchcom piece and I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna get the flex thing, but I gotta first fix the piece that goes into that takes it onto the Witchcom. So I'm ordering